This video is a sample from the Secret Guitar Teacher Interactive course, The 5 Main Elements of Music. The 5 main elements of music. Element number 2, scales. Section 2.1, learning the minor blues scales. Part 5, the blues scale in other keys. Once you have mastered the blues scale in E, it is relatively easy to learn to play blues scales in any key. In the key of E, we learned two different fingering patterns for the first position. The open pattern and the pattern we played at fret 12. This is what we call a movable pattern. This means we can use it to play a first position in any key. The first position always starts on the key note. So, for example, if we want to play in the key of F, we would start this pattern here at fret 1 on the note F on the 6th string. So once we've played that, we can work out where the second position starts by observing that all adjacent positions share common notes. Look at these diagrams at the first and second positions, and you can see that they effectively overlap each other. I've coloured the notes that are common to both positions so you can see how the pattern of these notes matches. So as we descend the first position in F, we need to observe where this finger falls on the 6th string before completing the position and coming back to that fret with the second finger. We can then start our second position. Similarly, as we descend the second position, we look at where the little finger falls on the 6th string there, complete the position, and then come back to that note on our second finger again in order to start the third position. As you can see, the second and third positions also share common notes, as shown coloured in on this diagram. And we continue this process as we descend the third position, we look at where the little finger falls there on the 6th string, complete the position, and then come back to that note on our first finger to play the 4th position. Then as we descend the 4th position, again I look at where that little finger falls there, complete the position, and come back to that note on my second finger to play the 5th position. Finally, as we descend the 5th position, we look at where this little finger falls on the 6th string, complete the position, and come back to that note with our first finger to play the upper first position pattern. We then continue the process linking to the second position. And the third position, which we can almost complete, but not that note. Until we've reached the point where we can be certain we've covered every occurrence of the notes of that F minor blues scale on the whole fretboard. So here's the whole drill in the key of F. We can then continue by going back down to this end and finding the note F sharp. So we're moving one step up the chromatic scale and we can play all the positions in the key of F sharp. So there we've played all the available notes from the F sharp minor blues scale. Let's continue with the key of G. But at this point, you may notice that we can slot an extra fifth position down here, latching on to the first position. Remember, these two positions share these common notes. But in this case, the fifth position becomes an open position as the notes on the third and fourth strings that we would normally finger with the first finger are now effectively located just behind the nuts. So after completing the key of G, I'd move back down to G sharp, but immediately we can notice that we can fit that fifth position on the back end there. So I put my little finger there, second finger there, play through my fifth position, then proceed to the first position and carry on as normal. So the key of A, our first position would start here at fret 5, but I spot that I've got room not only to attach the fifth position beneath that, but actually a fourth position as well. Although again, this is an open position. I can finger this with my first three fingers only, and I can play open 3, open 3, open 1, 2, open 2, 1, 3, open 3. Coming down, open, 3, 1, 2, open, 2, 1, open, 3, open, 3, open. So that would be my lower 4th position, then straight into my 5th position. On into my 1st position and on up as normal. And so we can move on to the key of A sharp, bolting on the 5th position behind there and the 4th position fully fingered behind there. And on up from the 1st position as normal. Then the key of B, likewise, 1st position there, 5th position, bolted on there, 4th position, bolted on there. When we come to C, 1st position starting at the 8th fret, we've got room for the 5th position behind that, the 4th position behind that, and a 3rd position way down here, which again starts out as an open position. I can think of that 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, open 3, and then 1, 4, 1, 2, 3. So that's the open 3rd position in the key of C. And so on to the keys of C sharp. Works similarly to C, except there in the 3rd position we finger all the notes. Key of D, 1st position 10th fret, 5th position on the back of that, 4th position, 3rd position, and we got room for a 2nd position way down here from the 1st fret, which I would finger 1, 3, open 3, open 3, open 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 3. So finally I play through the key of D sharp, where 5th, 4th, 3rd, we can start the 2nd position way down here. 3rd, 4th, 5th, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and then that brings us back to the key of E, which we've already covered. That's where we came in. So that's a very thorough demonstration of how to learn the minor blues scale patterns in all keys. Because we're following the graphical pathway, we're only interested in learning these as patterns, and aside from the starting point of the 1st position, we have no need to know the names of any of the notes at this stage. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button and subscribe to the channel. If you'd really like to maximise your potential as a guitar player, click on the link in the description below to the Secret Guitar Teacher site. Here you can sign up for a 30-day trial free of charge and without obligation. We won't even ask you for your credit card number.